ALSTV's Archers Live has become a normal morning routine for students and staff at Antwerp Local School, but the broadcast program hasn't always been what it is today. The broadcast journalism program started at Antwerp when the new school was built in 2004. The technology director at the time, Mrs. Kathy Barnett, ran the program with a very simple setup, extremely different from what it is today. Announcements were on the old box TVs that only those in the school could view, and SDS students read the announcements off sheets of paper, not a teleprompter. Current broadcast teacher Mrs. Kayla Bagley didn't become involved until later, and with little warning.
I think it was around 2010, the principal at the time, Mr. Arnold, Steve Arnold, came to me and said, "I want you to make this a class." And to be honest, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I was an English teacher. I had just become the librarian. I didn't have any education or experience in that area. There was no textbook. There was no curriculum. I had absolutely no idea what really to do with it. But I'm somebody who believes if you're given a job, you do it well no matter what. So I stumbled through the first few years just trying to figure out things, but I just committed myself to improving every year.
Within 5 years, with help from Barnett and Mr. Harold Gottke, the new technology director, Bagley updated the broadcast room with new equipment like a green screen, TriCaster, production unit, and teleprompter. It was also at that time that the old TV started to break down and Bagley moved the announcements to YouTube by streaming live, making it accessible to the entire community. The program continued to progress with major changes to the studio in 2017. With the help of many people, the studio was transformed into an actual set with professional lighting, an anchor desk, and a separate tech control room. But the studio wasn't the only thing that changed.
Looking at it now, I am so thankful it's been part of my career. It's been one of the most gratifying experiences I've had as a teacher. It's pushed me to learn things I didn't think I would ever learn. Obviously, I had to learn how to do videography, how to do video editing, and now that's something I really enjoy doing. I love it. So it's just made me get out of my comfort zone and do things that I didn't expect that I would ever be doing in my career, and that's been very rewarding. But more important than that, it's impacted me because of the students that I've had along the way. I have had some absolutely amazing students that, because they've been so interested in the class and because they are so talented, I haven't wanted to let them down. I've wanted to push myself and make the program better so that they have an outlet that they can show their amazing work through.
Bagley's biggest goal is to help students build skills that they will use for the rest of their life. To her, broadcast journalism is more than just a class.
It's just a really unique experience that you're not going to get in any other kind of class. You get to experience things that other students are not going to get to experience, and you get to tell people's stories. A great example is this year, the story we did on Zach Wobbler for Veterans Day. Zach has been gone for about 17 years now, and his family never had the chance to sit down and tell his entire story, the entire story of his life. And some students in the program had the chance to do that. That's important, that's impactful, and that's something that they'll never forget. So students in the class, they get to make people cry, they get to make people laugh, and they get to share stories and get to look behind the scenes in ways that they would never get to do otherwise.
Jaidis Getrost, ALSTV.